Hello, all you hardcore boxing fans out there. How you doing? It's Russ here from Focus Gobbin, the biggest gobbin sport. Today we're joined by Andy from up north in Perth. How you doing, Andy? Pressed his buttons. Earth calling Andy. Earth calling Andy. Here we are. He's in his cave.
How are you doing, Russ?
All right, how you doing, lad?
I'm struggling to hear you a bit. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Can't hear you for some reason. Give me some speakers in. Don't normally need these, but some reason it's.
Go on, you like no lead in them headphones, Andy? You know, I can't know lessons with Andy.
Oh, I hear you now, mate. I don't normally need these. I don't know why it's not working tonight. But how you doing? All right.
It's like no Leadman's swap shop, innit? I'm all right. I've got old pop bang on thumbnail with free bets hat on.
I mean, I've got my Astro Wars for the swap shop.
Oh, pop bang says he's dead against gambling.
Is it?
Yeah. In Saudi, we're dead against gambling, him and Spencer Brown. Now look at him, his back is running around with a free bets hat on.
Going about what, one arm bandit under his arm, eh?
Couldn't lie straight in bed, none of them, Andy, could they?
No.
Right.
Apart from Shane, he seems to be the only one that talks. I quite like listening to him. He seems to talk more sense.
Yeah.
No,
Shane's a pillar of community, isn't
he? He's steady in the boat, isn't he? He's keeping them all in line.
He's what?
He's keeping them all in line, isn't
he? Yeah. If they take all scrap metal out your garden, Shane will not take it all, he'll just leave a bit.
Yeah.
He'll leave you some. Whereas Tyson and his dad will take a lot. How you been, Andy?
Not bad. I've just been for a swim and a sauna the night, so awake. I'm more awake now than I've been all week, I think.
Why don't you go for one at morning instead of night?
I can't. I'm working now, so
yeah.
School runs and all that kind of stuff. Daddy duties, so needs must. You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah. What do you think of boxing?
I'm inclined to say Brick Talk was right about the event side of things. I've never seen an event like that for boxing. I had to apologise to my son because he told me, there's two arenas, Dad. One for the undercard and one for the main event. And I'm like, no, don't talk rubbish, boy. There's never been anything like that before. And then he was right. I had to apologise to him. I couldn't believe it. It's quite the boxing ring coming up out the floor like Reginald Dixon's organ in the Blackpool Tower Ballroom. It was an impressive production, wasn't it? We can't get away from that. But
yeah, it was impressive.
It was, and it was like the Boxing Hall of Fame there as well, wasn't it? All the faces. Do you think they were paid to turn up? Were they all paid to go there? Do you think?
Yeah, a lot of them were. Yeah.
Yeah. But,
all day with begging balls out.
Yeah. Larry Holmes making a comeback.
Larry Holmes is a shivering wreck, isn't he? Did you see him?
He must be in mid-70s now, is he?
Yeah, he'd been knocked about, hadn't
they? He was fighting in his early. Was he 51 when he had his last fight against Butterbean, didn't
he? Yeah. Larry Holmes got a good record, hasn't he?
Oh, he's got to be one of the all-time greats, right up there. You could have him top 5 in the all great heavyweights.
I think he was man on planet, wasn't he, for about 7 years, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was underrated just because he came in the shadow of Ali, wasn't he? He was he had a hard time at, didn't he, getting recognition? But
is Tyson Fury baddest man on planet.
No, I tell you what, I actually surprised myself. Was it last night or the night before? I thought I'm going to watch the fight again. Because when I watched it live in here with my pals, we watched it, and I'm sitting there thinking to myself, oh, fucking hell, the best he can hope for is a draw here. I thought he's lost. I thought he lost by a round or two, and I went and rewatched it the other night, 2 nights ago, I think it was, and I scored it, and I actually had him winning, Fury winning by a round, and that was like given a 10-8 round for Ngannou for the third, and I actually surprised myself. But the video I watched was from one side of the ring. It wasn't the official footage, you know. It was decent enough footage, but it was just from one side of the ring, and it was a bit different to what I remember. Fury was actually doing a lot more than I thought he was doing previously, but and I'd only had 3 vodkas. I wasn't bloated. But I did surprise myself, but he was in no way dominant, and his inside game was taken away by Ngannou, wasn't it? Just with the strength of him, he was it's like fighting King Kong, wasn't it?
He didn't win on the card. He lost by a good few.
Lost by a good few in your card, huh? Yeah. Well, that's fair. I see a lot of folk with different views, So
4 rounds were hard to score, weren't they, though?
Yeah, it was tricky to score. Yeah, it was. It was tricky to score.
Keep it going.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of rounds there wasn't much happening at all, was there? But as an event goes, it was a spectacular event. But I think possibly he's made a mistake taking that fight. He's obviously taking it for the money, but he might regret it now. He looked absolutely exhausted after the fight, and but I think he's maybe lost too much weight too quick. He said he's had a 12-week training camp, or has he overtrained? I mean, I don't know. I remember years ago watching Lennox Lewis talking after it. I can't remember who it was he boxed, but he had a poor performance against somebody. I'm talking about Lennox Lewis years back with Russ. He had a poor performance against somebody, and he put it down to having overtrained. So I'm wondering if Fury's maybe overtrained or lost weight too quick or something like that, because he didn't look as strong as he normally looks. But then he's up against a monster man, and he's a guy that matches him for weight and way exceeds him strength wise, isn't he?
Right, let's just start again here, right? Let's just get a few things out here, because sometimes as boxing fans, people look at something and then they're told something and they believe it. For example, for years, well, for the last 10 fights that he's had since Vladimir, every training camp, you see him doing some running on Insta, but it's only 30 seconds of running. I can do that every morning if I want. Stick a video out, say, yeah, I'm just doing my run. Yeah, 4.4 miles is what I do, but I don't run it there and back. I mean, I know what I run when I look on my watch. Do you know what I mean? But the makers, they're saying they're stronger, faster, quicker than a speeding bullet. They're eating right, they're living right, they're training like Trojans. We are Spartans, yeah. When have you ever seen him in shape? He's got natural ability. That'll get you through so far. Alex Hurricane Higgins, pulling shots off that nobody could pull off. But he weren't practicing 8 hours every day because he was naturally gifted. Tyson's that naturally gifted fighter, like James Toney. They're telling you they're training. Look, are you telling me, right? He's training. He's just done a camp, right? So he should be able to run 5 miles now today. So it's not been a week, has it? If you went with him now, he couldn't run 3 miles now without stopping. Now, when a runner stops in the morning, a boxer, when he's doing his run, in his head, and his trainers have been telling you, stop on that run, you'll stop in the fight. You keep running. And it's a test of mental strength. You're thinking, well, if I stop, I'd stop in fight. So they keep going. Then the stop don't make it. Right?
Yeah.
He ain't doing his runs. He ain't training. There's no shape of him. Never had shape. Yeah. Never. I said to Bunny, what do you reckon if he trained properly? Would he have shape? He said, yeah, he would, because they're not training properly. He's not training. They're getting through on natural ability. That's my opinion. I don't. You
Yeah.
telling me he could have gone 12 rounds at pace? He was
That
blocked
he looked.
after 3 rounds, Andy.
And I think normally when you see him fighting, he fights loose, but he seemed to be. He couldn't push Ngannou about, and he was exerting a lot of energy in clinches and that. You know, that was wearing him out, I think. And the fact, I think he was more after being knocked down. I think he was more tensed up. He normally he fights loose and doesn't use mental nervous energy up. Normally, that's what I always feel. Can they always fight loose?
Fight loose. Tyson can fight loose, right?
Yeah.
Spar 20 rounds like that. They can spar 20 rounds all day, go all day like that.
Yeah.
But when you're having to force it, you're not fighting loose, are you?
No,
right?
that's right. He was forcing it.
Right. If you go out on a canoe, right, on a canoe, so any theme park, they have like a speedboat, don't they, nearby in case you fall in. You know them canoes, yeah.
Yeah.
That canoe tips over. They come zooming over, don't they, to correct you.
Yeah.
So if you ask them why they're doing that, they'll tell you when you pop under that water, right, and you're upside down, your panic sets in, your heartbeat starts beating 8 times more than what it normally would.
Yeah.
And if it's beating that fast, you can be underwater for 20 seconds and you're done out. You can drown, can't you? Beating that fast. Whereas if you go into your bathroom now, you put your head in, fill the bath up, put your head in, you might be able to hold your head under a minute. You won't be able to hold it under in that pressure for 20 seconds because your heart's going. It's like when Oak grabs you and drags you under water. You're done, aren't you, in 10, 15 seconds? Your heart's going that quick, isn't it?
That's it, huh?
And that's what Fury is. I don't think they're training. It
actually reminded me a wee bit of the Josh Taylor-Jack Catterall fight when Taylor was having to force everything, you know, and Catterall was just sitting back and counting on him coming in instead of Catterall coming to him, you know, which would have suited Taylor better. That would have suited Tyson better if Ngannou was coming to him, but he was being clever. He was sitting. Nganou's a clever guy. I think he's done his homework, isn't he? He's prepared properly, and he's some physique on him, isn't he? I thought he might blow a bit muscle mass, you know, further down the road, but he didn't. He did look a wee bit tired, 9 and 10th, I thought, in Ngannou, but nah, he wasn't having to move about much, was he? So he wasn't exerting a lot of energy, I didn't think.
Well, they figured it out quicker than Vladimir's team, didn't they? How to fight Tyson, didn't they?
Yeah.
Because Vladimir didn't work it out well after 9th, did he? Whereas he figured it out straight away, didn't he? And gone after 1 round, didn't he?
Yeah. I kind of wondered if my mind on the scoring was because Ngannou was doing a lot better than I expected him to do. And I thought that might influence my mind at the time when I was watching it, but it's difficult to say. I might actually even watch it again, but it wasn't a great fight though, was it? There was a lot of rounds, there wasn't a lot happening, was there?
Fury fought loose, right? So he didn't have to engage, but after 4 rounds, 3 or 4 rounds, Fury were blowing. And you could see, look on his face, he thought, God, I'm in for a long night here.
And at the end of the fight, the body language, he looked like a beaten man, didn't he? Whereas Ngannou looked like the winner. Just body language. I thought he looks like a beaten man. He's bitten off more than he could chew. He's underestimated him, or he's done something not prepared right. But remember that press conference, he looked really heavy. And then he seemed to have lost quite a lot of weight. Has he lost the weight too quick? Because that's not a good thing to do, is it?
Fury.
That can sap your strength, can it, if you lose weight too quick?
I don't know. No shape to him, is there?
No.
He's just big and gangly, isn't he? I don't know what they've done, but whatever they have been doing in training, I don't want to hear all that. We're stronger, faster, quicker, and we're Spartans. Look at the shape of him, right? He's been that weight before, or a pound off that weight before. And if you go check on box, right, when he was similar to that weight, he's never been in that shape. If you go on YouTube and watch, you were carrying too much timber.
Even the third Wilder fight, he was a similar weight to that.
Yeah, listen, your heart's working
4 weeks training for that.
If you're carrying that extra weight.
Yeah. And if he is doing the running he says he's doing, his knees are not going to last. Somebody his size pounding the roads, his joints are going to deteriorate quicker than somebody like your size or my
Not
size.
doing no run. He's not doing any running. He can go on Instagram all he wants. The vagabonds and liars, mate. Get on
I did
Instagram,
see
30 seconds. They've got the platform. Everybody believes it. It's rubbish. Are you telling me he's a fit fighter?
I did see somebody write on a comment section somewhere. Somebody they must live in Morecambe. They said, "Oh, he does run every day," because I see him. I live in Morecambe. He says, "I see him out running every day," but that could be one of his
Stay
mates.
with him, what, full 6 mile.
No, I don't know how far. That's 10k, 6.2, isn't it? So 6.1 is it? 6.1 is 10k.
6.2 kilometers.
6.2. Yeah.
Sorry, 6.2.
6.25, isn't it?
Yeah, something like that. 10 kilometers.
Yeah.
Listen,
I used to do quite a lot of running myself, but I haven't done for a while. But I used to enjoy it.
In between kebab shops.
No, I was. I used to do 10Ks and I've done half marathons and that before, but I get what you're saying about the stopping. I never used to stop. I'd only stop for the toilet. I had to keep going. I couldn't mentally, because a lot of folk were training who'd run a mile. Was it a run 5 minutes, walk 5 minutes, run? I couldn't do that. I had to keep running. I found it easier to keep running, but
right. What do you
that's
think
a while back.
Eddie Hills?
He's
trying to make Ngannou when really Big Top's making Ngannou against Zhang in it for December.
Ngannou is Zhang. Oh, that'd be an interesting fight, wouldn't it?
Ngannou and Zhang. So they're going to push Joshua out at way, aren't they? They're going to leave him with Wilder, and really, to be honest, they've had ample time to make that fight. They don't want that Wilder fight.
Yeah. Right, that's a one rounder, eh? Two at the most. Wilder will iron him out. Eddie Hills is trying desperately to get ahead of the Saudi money, isn't he? He's no other way in, is he? The only way in is to get a fight with Ngannou for Joshua.
I don't know. You're answering your own questions, Andy.
Oh, sorry, mate. Don't bully me.
It's all that iron brew you keep drinking, Andy.
Just the wooden juice tonight. No vodka tonight.
You're not on vodka tonight, Andy?
No, having a night off. I'm on a fast. I did a just under 17-hour fast yesterday, so tonight and tomorrow will be probably at least 16, 16 and a half probably.
What do you think to Spotty Frank coming out, just repeating what Eddie Hills was saying, you know, that AJ knocks out Fury and that?
It's cringeworthy, isn't it? T-boy.
Spotty's looking a bit spotty. His hair's grown as well, that bit looks of it.
He's in a bottle of Clearasil, isn't he?
He needs some Clearasil, oh my God.
That's an idea for a thumbnail, eh?
WKD, the blue WKD.
Blue wicket. What did you think of Fabio Wardley? I thought he done well.
Fabio Wardley did well. Yeah, I thought he did, yeah. But all this Mr. Humbleness and all that, that's not going to get you heavyweight title, is it?
I had him down for... Nah, needs to start shouting, doesn't he? I had him down for round 8, but he won in round 7, so no far away. Done me out of 30 quid there.
Fabio Wardley's done well, hasn't he, really, to get into...
He has, see his last 2 or 3 fights, he's really matured and come of age, hasn't he? I think he's definitely European level now, anyway, isn't he? I would say.
He's definitely something. Deontay Wilder, apparently. Are you going to let me get a question at you, Andy, before you start mumbling all that nonsense you mumble?
Yep.
I'm trying to get something out of you, and you're fucking mumbling away there. And do you mumble in bed at night with your lass, Andy?
Talking in my sleep, I mumble in my sleep. She's never told me I have, so, and she'd tell me, don't worry.
Right. Okay, are you gonna let me out the floor, Arkady? Are you gonna let me out the floor? Right. I forgot we were gonna say now that was that important. Look,
Wilder.
my little story is Wilder, right? where does he go now, mate? They're not going to let him go near Ngannou. Like, they're going to keep him out there waiting for Joshua. Joshua, I've been talking about Wilder for donkey's years since he gloved up. Never going to go near him. Fury, for some reason, he sparred Joshua before Joshua went pro. He's never been near Joshua, has he, Fury? So
No.
maybe they all have the bogeyman. I don't know. But what I do know is this. That Zhang beats Wilder, in my opinion, and he beats Joshua. I think he's as powerful as a southpaw. He's as big and he's skilled, more skilled than them. I think Zhang's above Wilder and Joshua. I think Zhang's the number 3 guy behind
Yeah.
Usyk's number 1 now, Fury number 2, Zhang number 3. That's how I've got the top 3. Joshua and Wilder, I don't know. Wilder 4, Joshua 5. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I think Bakole will beat. I don't know if he beat Wilder, but I think he beat Joshua anyway.
Yeah, Martin Bakole. Are you saying that because you boys have adopted him?
I said we've adopted him.
I
heard somewhere that he swallowed a wasp during that fight with Takam.
Oh, Martin Bakole.
And then he was vomiting after the fight because he'd swallowed this wasp or something.
Nah,
I find that a bit bizarre.
They're trying to say he looks like a bulldog chewing on a wasp, aren't they? I don't know, mate. I don't know about him swallowing a wasp, but he's not.
He came in heavy, didn't he? Oh, he came in heavy, but he did the job, didn't he?
You wouldn't like his fucking big toe up your ass, would you? Hey, plates to meet them. Some plates to meet them, aren't they?
Usyk's promoter said he's going to be the next world champion. Eh?
Would you have him round for Sunday roast, bit of haggis and chips, Andy?
I need to save up for a fortnight to buy all the haggis he would eat, I think.
You need a big nose bag for Bakole, wouldn't you? £300 pot bank. You've been eating in Bakole.
Oh, he's maybe it's haggis. Maybe he's. I tell you what, it didn't seem to do him any harm, did it? He was still looked as good as he normally is, but nobody's going to push him about.
Fish, Bakole?
Sorry?
Is Bakole still on Plenty of Fish?
No idea.
I heard he was on Plenty of Fish. trying to scam our women out in a few quid. That's right. Before Billy Nelson signed him.
He's promising everybody 400,000 quid or something if they sign up to his scam.
You've got to feel sorry for Martin Bakole, actually, because he's got skills to burn, hasn't he? He's a big old lump that's eating himself to death. The bigger the bears, the more Billy Nelson tells us, the more slicker he is. I see Martin Bakole interview. They say, "Well, Martin, you've now gone over £300." He's putting £10 on every fight, Bakole. When he got to 270, Billy Nelson said, "Yeah, I'll knock it off a wee bit." Anyway, then he got to that other fight. He got to £280, 20 stone. He says, "Billy, what do you think to Martin Bakole's weight? Do you think he's put some timber on, Billy?" "Hey, we'll knock it off, no problem, man. We'll be ready for it next time. We'll be ready to get some pay-per-view stuff."
No, he's 21 stone, but
he says to him, Billy, he's weighing in at £318. What you got to say to that, Billy Nelson? Billy Nelson says, he's slicker. He's faster.
He's been out for a Chinese with Big Johnny Fisher, eh?
Oh, God. What's happening with him, Andy Elmer Fudd?
He was, I seen him commentating, was it TalkSport guys? Or was he on a show with them?
Do you know what annoys me about Johnny Bosch Fisher? Every time you see him on TalkSport, he's happy to take the 500 quid, isn't he? And the expenses to get across London. But when he's sat there and they ask him a question about anybody, he's just got splinters in his arsehole, hasn't he? Oh, what you say about Tyson, good friend of mine. He'll be up for sparring. He's obviously know about you, eh? And he's a good bloke, and I don't really want to get involved, and I wish he won't. Listen, stop being Mr. Humble,
Everybody's friend.
you dummy. All right, because once you've had a couple of losses, it won't mean anything, all this Mr. Humbleness. You'll just have to
That's-
come out and do what rest of them do and just get stuck into them. So
That's
stop
it.
being Mr. Humble. It don't work, it don't wash, it's manufactured rubbish, Mr. Humble. Jesus. He wants to be
So-
everybody's pal. It's me pal. It's me pal. I know him. I sparred him. You know everybody. Get a grip of
Everybody's
yourself.
mate.
Elmer Fudd.
That pesky wabbit.
I'm not being funny, but he does me head in, Elmer. He winds me up, Andy. You're bunkering it, Andy.
No, just squashing him.
Yeah.
Sugar free.
Yeah, he gets on my nerves, Elmer. Because
Aye.
they said to him, Elmer, didn't they, at weekend? They said, oh, yeah, a couple of weeks ago, would you fight Joshua? And he went, yeah, I'll fight him. Forget Robert Elenius. I'll take that fight. Oh, he's such a brave man, him old boss soldier, Johnny Fisher, a.k.a. Elmer Fudd. And then say to him, oh, would you fight Tyson Fury? And he's like, oh, Tyson's my friend. I sparred him, and I'm, you know, get the fuck out of here with this humbleness, you prick. It's supposed to be heavyweight contender. Not been running around opening people's doors with the shopping and that for him and carrying them all at road and that. Get a grip of yourself, Mr. Humble. You're not gonna what you're gonna do? Save the world? Do me a favour. Your dad's eating Essex out of Chinese food. You don't give a shit about anybody. It's making out it's Mr. Humble. Can you imagine Fisher's in the supermarket and there's one carton of milk left? In middle of a drought.
That's it. You have it. You have it.
Else?
You have it. Next thing I'll be outside the school with a lollipop helping the kids across the road.
They'll be like my mum and them tea cakes in Asda in pandemic. And my mum went, I'm having them tea cakes. And this other old biddy went, I'm having them. And they got at it. Hey, that'll be Johnny Fisher, Mr. Humble. If it got down to last Chinese takeaway in Essex, they had to cause loads of bollocks or get the Chinese. They'd be causing bollocks, wouldn't they, Fishers? It'd come down to some Peking duck or something. Do you know what I mean?
Last bag of rice.
Yeah. Do you think that Tyson got complacent with Ngannou then, Andy? All bantering aside, he just didn't take it seriously.
Yeah, I think he underestimated him what he was up against, didn't he? It was like he just underestimated him, and Ngannou done his homework, and he's all Mr. Humble as well. Ngannou, he comes across as a nice guy, doesn't complain about anything, but that's maybe just a front to make him underestimate him. A bit like when Andy Ruiz fought Joshua and was being all friendly with him and that, letting him. And then Joshua let him hold the belts and that, and then being all nice and pally, and then when it come to the fight, oh, wait a minute. Yeah.
Listen, some people, right, when they lose a split decision, they show respect. Robin Reed showed respect when really he should have been kicking and screaming. Because if they want to go by CompuBox stats, go and look at them, Robin Reed and Calzaghe. If they're going on that stats, Robin Reed won't fight. Now, some people kick off. Some people take it on chin and show class. I think he showed class. If Tyson Fury had lost that by a split decision, they'd have still been kicking and screaming now, wouldn't
they? Yeah. Yep. Captain Chaos would have come into action, wouldn't he?
Captain Chaos. Well, since when has he not been in action? It's been about him all week, hasn't it?
Oh, aye. That's it. He's been jumping and shouting about the place.
He's not had a professional boxing fight for over 30 years, Big John Fury. Nobody's ever seen him have a bare knuckle fight. He says he's had 100 and won them all by knockout. Nobody's ever seen it. Nobody's come forward to say that fair play, man, or opponent. And we don't know. And he told Sun newspaper he's forgot the name of the guy who fought for 100 grand. So bare knuckle thing that didn't happen.
Nonsense.
Professional career over 30 years ago. So why is he even in mix to fight Mike Tyson? Why?
What I thought would be funny is if Shannon Briggs started pursuing him, wanting to fight him, shouting "Let's go, champ." How would he react to that?
Shannon Briggs against Big John Fury.
Big John.
He'd end up on Button Moon via
Oh, aye.
He'd end up on Button.
Shannon.
And Shannon Briggs got the record for the most
first round knockouts.
One is it 18 or something like most first round knockouts, isn't
he? He was about.
John Fury's not even got a knockout, has he?
Back in the day, one stoppage through injury or something.
One stoppage through injury, and he was paid off.
I think he'd soon quieten down if Big Shannon the Cannon started pursuing him, though. Remember, David Hayes soon shut up, didn't he? He was pursuing him.
I thought it was good when that Gullet, that serving policeman from Boxing King Media, he put it on Furies as they tried to sneak out at hotel in taxi, didn't they? Tommy and Big John tried to sneak away, didn't they? And he grabbed them. He said, "What about
I did see
John?"
that.
He says, "What about that then, John? Did you see John turn it around on him?" He goes, "Yeah, what about it, eh? Gypsy King gets dropped, gets back up to win. It's amazing, isn't it? Because you know what?" And that's not and John Fury. This not even media trained, and he's running around these people. If he said that to me, I'd have said, "John, stop pissing up my leg." Dogs do that, John. You're not a dog, are you? Tyson got dropped. You're hanging on for dear life, John. You fluked a split decision because Bricktop's the promoter. Isn't that right, John? That's what I'd have said. Instead of that gully going, "Oh, yeah," and started just sucking him off. So that's out. Have you ever seen me on an day with an interview with Dennis when he fires one of them one-liners at me and I go, "Dennis, get over with that one. Dennis, just stop. Let's just stop now, Dennis, before we start." Well, you can imagine what I'm like when there's no cameras there, can't you? He had pop bang there on the Oak. John, what do you think about that then? John goes, "What do you think about it? What do you think about it? Gypsy King got dropped, got off and won. That's what he does, doesn't he?" Pop bang. Jackson showed on his face. And then he's gone round to back at taxi. There's the numbskull there, Tommy there, 2 brain cells in his head. He's asked him a question. There's Tommy there. You can see his mind spinning over, thinking, "Oh, what am I going to say here? I don't want to get a good hiding."
He just said the same, didn't he? He just repeated what Big John said.
Yeah, because he knows that Big John was still behind him, giving him signs.
Stay stum, our kid.
You couldn't see Fury's for toast, could you?
He's standing behind him.
Fury jumped in that taxi. All them was stood behind him with the rolling camera burnt off. He says, "Eat dust, eat dust." Fury's been back to the shot off, and they're not to be seen, have they? They've shot off and left the right mess behind them. Have to get dustbin men in again. They've left it in the right mess. Well, it's true though, isn't it?
And that was them going, eh?
They've gone there. They've got dropped by a guy in his debut. They've cancelled press conference, jumped in taxi.
Disappeared into the night.
That's what he does. That's how he wins. Eat dust, off, jumps on private plane, put money in bank. Now they're on about retiring. Furious. They don't even want to fight him. Saying, "Now we've got that money we want. We never want to do anything anyway."
That's it. You got to admire his powers of persuasion.
Listen, mate. Ngannou was the real winner. But in their heads, they don't want to talk about that, so they're just not going to get airtime. Look, you've just seen them for the last 3 weeks. Every time you see somebody take the lens cover off the camera, Oh, pop, bang, oh, Big Shane turn up. Oh, Tyson. Oh, Tommy for an interview, don't they? As soon as the back
That's it.
against wall, that's it. Crawl away, mate. It's a bit like Mickey Theo and John Fury were going to fight. So I got involved and I was helping a little bit behind the scenes. John called me a blowjob. That rate, it were all systems go. I went after him. Silenced him for 16 months. He never heard a peek at him. Every time he piped up, I put a billboard up. He never said boo, did he? That's because you stand up to them. And
that's it. Stand up to a bull, yeah.
It is what it is, isn't it? But my mate collared him. Sorry, not my mate. A mate of somebody I know collared Big John Fury. An evening with Big John Fury. He said, "Here, John, what about these 100 and 0 on hard road?" John goes, "Here, go on, move on. There's a queue. We ain't got time to be talking about that. I ain't got time to be talking about me 100 victories on hard road by KO." You see, because the masters at it, they don't need media training. They can get out of situations like that. You've just seen it. Listen. Masters, it's an art to them now. They've mastered it.
Second nature.
You'll not see anything from these now, not till it blows over this. We'll not see a peep. You know, once you've been caught out, that's it. Because let's have it right. They don't want that Usyk fight. Only reason they've got the Usyk fight, 2 fights with Usyk, is because they give him the Ngannou fight as well. But there'll be clauses in it. They just won't be able to retire. They'll be locked in.
Yeah, they'll have to do something, eh?
Yeah, they might have took something out of Ngannou fight, but listen, if they turn around now and go, they're retired, oh, brilliant. What they're going to do, come back in 2 years and unretire again? What a rubbish.
He's retired and give Piers Morgan his £1 million, eh?
Piers Morgan's not getting that million, and then that place in California are not getting that 7 million. It's gone.
7 million, eh?
It's gone. It's gone on Coogan's water bill. Honestly, but at the end of the day, it gives us something to talk about, right? And we can put like a bit of banter on it. Because let's have it right. They've been running rings around media now for months. Now they're having some back, aren't they? And they don't like it, do they?
Yeah.
They don't like it. You can't have it all your own way. You can't be bullies all your life. Every now and then the dog has to have its day.
That's it. They don't like it up them.
So they can wear the free bets hats and the free bets t-shirts that they wouldn't take out there to Saudi, would they? Oh, we didn't want to talk about gambling in Saudi, did we? Don't want them Saudis down taking that gambling
it's all
money.
Gypsy King hats.
Hey?
That's it. It was all Gypsy King hats out there, wasn't
it? It was Gypsy Kings. All dressing gowns now, on it now, the back. All of them that they took in briefcases. And towels. It'd be Gypsy King towels. It's no good, listen. It's no good nicking them towels from hotels. I've had more white towels in the last 10 years. They go grey after 3 washes anyway, don't they? That's why I lob them in, and they lob them, don't they?
Yeah, take them back and get another one.
Throw them when they go grey, they get rid of them.
Yeah.
So, okie dokie, Andy, we've had a good laugh, haven't we, tonight?
Good bit of crack, yeah.
We've had a good, we've had a good crack. I'm gonna put the real winner thumbnail out with Ngannou on now with this video. That'll give him something to talk about. All right then, Andy. Well, listen, you take care.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming on, mate.
Good man, Ross. Don't forget to subscribe, everybody. Good stuff.
Like
we'll catch you soon.
Leave a comment. All right. Yeah. Bye.
Good man. Take care. All the best, Ross.
Right.